Hello, hello. Welcome back to part 4. This is where I'm going to talk about when I realized I was getting results and just some feelings around that. So I appreciate you coming back, and I still would love to know your thoughts as we go through these. If you can relate to anything that I've said, mentioned in any of these parts, and yeah, I would just love to connect and hear your story. So comment below. Let's start that conversation. Okay, so the first signs that my method, my new approach, was working was the scale started moving. Now, I have long ago thrown out the scale, meaning I have not allowed it to rule over my emotions for many, many years now. It used to rule my days, how my days would go. Get on the scale, you're up 3 pounds. Oh my gosh, this is the worst day ever. Then the next day I'd be down 4 pounds. It's like, yes, it's going to be a good day. I realized at some point that this was completely silly because there are so many things that can affect your scale weight, right? You can get your hair cut. You can have so much water fluctuation. You can be retaining water. You could be close to your period, on your period. You could have had extra carbs. You could have not had a bowel movement. There are so many reasons why our weight fluctuates up and down. It's just a thing that happens. So I'm thankful for that because that was a very, very, very heavy thing to carry with me all the time. So I'm thankful for that. Now, having said that, I now get on the scale every day because that is data to me, right? I see the data. I see the trend. The trend is either staying, right here. It's going up and down, but it's staying right here. That's maintaining, okay? Or if you're losing weight, it goes like this, slowly down, okay? If you see a trend going up, then you have to look at, okay, what's going on? What am I doing differently? How can I try and get this more to the level? So it's data. That's it. It's just data. It's just your body telling you what is going on inside of it because we can't actually see it, but it's kind of giving you a picture. So the scale started going down steadily, a little bit at a time, still fluctuating, but still going down. And I was like, okay, something I'm doing is working. I then started noticing that I had more energy and I couldn't wait to get out and do my walk or get to my strength training. I started sleeping through the night again, which years ago, I started working on my gut health and I started sleeping all night again. Yay. Then perimenopause hits and all these things got out of whack again. So then, okay, different approach, new approach. So I started sleeping again. And I was like, this is awesome. This is exciting. I'm starting to feel kind of like myself again, I have a little more motivation. I, want to do things. It just kind of changed my whole attitude because I could tell that what I was doing was working. I was feeling better. The scale was moving, the sleep, the energy. Those were the big things for me. The energy, the sleep, and the weight not budging. Those things were my big ones. Yours might be different, but whatever the case, this method will help you to feel and look your best. You just keep doing the small things that you know work. I didn't feel burnout. I didn't feel like I was overhauling my life and changing every single thing, although I was changing a little bit for every single big rock, if you will, that I started working with. The movement, strength training, nutrition, water intake, and so on. So the thing is, your steps are so easy. It's so you can see the full picture of what you want to do and where you want to go and how you want to feel and how you want to look. But chunking that down as far as you possibly can to make it feel like almost like you feel like you're not doing anything or you're not doing enough. And I want to assure you that you are doing enough. That those small, easy steps that are doable and sustainable, they compound. Just like interest compounds, it's the same thing. Those little things are going to compound, and you are going to see that the results start coming and they start getting better, and you start feeling better, and you start looking better, and your clothes fit better. You can go into your closet and pick out whatever you want and not worry about whether or not it's going to fit you, because you just know, you have confidence that you're doing everything that you can to have your body feel its best and look its best. And you don't have to think twice about what you're wearing. You don't have to care about what that scale says. You know that you're sleeping and you're going to have the energy tomorrow, and you don't need 12 cups of coffee to get through your day. You are going to be able to hike up those stairs in your house and not be winded and out of breath, because that happened too. And it's like, how in the world am I going up these stairs and getting winded? It doesn't make any sense. So you won't have to worry about that anymore. Trust yourself. Every little step that you take is trusting yourself again, is building that confidence within you, is telling your brain and gathering the proof that it needs to keep going, to give you the confidence to say, this is working. I'm going to keep doing it no matter what, because I know that these are the things that are best supporting my mind, my body, my hormones, so I can live a long and full, healthy, strong life for the next 30, 40 years and beyond. I don't know about you, but that is exactly what I want. I want that optimal lifestyle, that optimal health, I should say. That quality of life that you not only deserve, but you're worthy of, and you're very well capable of doing it. So I want you to just continue to build that trust, continue to build those steps, continue to move forward, move forward and get those results that you've been longing for. And I know sometimes we feel like there's just too much. But I'm telling you, this easy button method, man, it really works. And not only that, but feeling accomplished, proud, excited, happy, content, hopeful. Talk about the best things ever. I feel like the mental space is so important. And if we can somehow hold on to something that we have done so we can feel that pride and we can continue to build that confidence and move forward and continue to reach for those things that we want in our lives, to reach for that vision, that ongoing vision that you have for your life, your future. What do you want it to look like? How do you want it to feel? And I know I've said this before, but it is so very important to just have that vision as a compass, as your North Star, to basically any time that you're feeling burnout, overwhelmed, sad, lonely, hopeless, go back to your vision statement and read it out loud to yourself and come back to it and continue to do those things that you know are going to support you and they're going to help you to achieve and stay on task toward that goal of the best quality of life for the rest of your life, right? So having said all of that, there is so much more. And every week I'm going to put out a video about something perimenopausal. That's why I called it Perimenopausal Chats, because it's just going to be random, probably something that's come up in my world recently, and I'm just going to talk about it. And I want to have conversations with you about it. And I want to help you and support you however I can. And if you come back in to watch part 5, you will find out how I can support you, why it's different, why you need my help. And if you find out that, or if you realize that you don't want help, that's totally okay. Just subscribe to my channel, come back and watch the videos each week, pull something out of it that can help you, because that's what's important, is you finding something that will help yourself get through this chapter of life. So come back to part 5, and until then, remember that something is better than nothing, and we'll chat soon.